The RedRock 4-inch Drop TC1 running boards are a great fit for your 2018 and newer 4-door JL Wrangler if you want rugged good looks, solid construction, and value for your money. Featuring large welded step pads and beefy main bars, these steps give you everything you want and need out of a pair of side steps for about the best price in the segment. We talk a lot about side steps and running boards around these parts, but that's because these are such a universal modification. Whether you're taking your Jeep off-road or just using it as a daily, there's still a strong use case for the TC1s. The biggest thing about any step, of course, is the access that it can provide. These have 2 drop steps on either side with 4.1-inch wide step pads and integrated grips to make getting into the cabin or accessing the roof of your Jeep all that much easier. These drop down about 4 inches from the main bar as well, hence their name. So even if your rig happens to be lifted or you're just on the shorter side like I am, you'll have plenty of access to whatever you need. The steps are also fully welded to the main bars for strength, so these are one solid piece, and that means they're going to be very strong. And those main bars also tuck up pretty close to the rocker panels of your rig too, so even if you are off-road and you happen to encounter some larger obstacles, these are going to give you plenty of protection instead of the impact being taken up by your rocker panels. And because they're manufactured from heavy-duty steel, they can really take a beating. The material is also finished off with this textured black powder coat finish for good looks and some additional protection against corrosion. The steps again are welded into place for strength, so each bar is one solid piece, and the brackets are all made from the same steel and finished in the same coating, meaning that everything will match and be well protected against the elements. The price might just be the best part though, as the whole kit here is going to run you about $325, and that makes these one of the most affordable steps on the market for the JL. With the solid construction, the protection they can provide, plus the big step pads, you're getting a lot for your money here, and really what more could you ask from a set of side steps? Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 2 hours to complete. These are designed to be a totally bolt-on operation, and they come with all of the brackets and hardware that you need, so you don't need to modify anything permanently on your Jeep. And all you need to provide are your hands and some tools and a little bit of time. We're also going to walk you through the installation process step by step right now, so for that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll get to it.
For this install, you will need an impact, a ratchet, 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter if necessary, 10, 13, and 16 millimeter sockets, 10 and 16 millimeter wrenches, and a 13 millimeter ratchet wrench. What's up guys, today we're going to be doing some running boards on our Wrangler, so let's get started. Alright, so to get started we're going to grab our main brackets as well as our support brackets. Now these are labeled for their each individual position. We're going to start with our passenger center bracket, so we're looking for the one with the PC on it, passenger center. So you need your main bracket as well as your support bracket. So we'll get under there and get our hardware on loosely and get these in place. So now we're underneath our vehicle, right behind our pinch weld, and you're going to find 2 pre-drilled holes from factory on your pinch weld, and then in basically the center of that is going to be a threaded insert underneath your vehicle. So we're going to grab our provided bolt with lock washer and flat washer and get our center main bracket in. Get that threaded on. And we're just going to get it hand tight for now. Once we have that on, we're going to then grab our support bracket, which goes onto our pinch weld. It's going to line up like so. Just to help hold it in place, we're going to get our through bolt for our bracket on, so it's going to be our provided bolt with a flat washer. Now once we have this bolt through, we're going to add in another flat washer on the other side, followed by our provided lock nut. We're just going to get that loosely in place. It's going to help hold our support bracket. Once we have that through, we're going to come to our pinch welds, grab our provided pinch weld bolts with flat washers, one through the front, followed by another flat washer, and our lock nut for that. Once you have your first one loosely in place, you can come to the other side and do the same thing there. And once you have this bracket loosely in place, you can repeat the same process for the other 2 brackets. Alright guys, so now that we have all of our brackets loosely in place, we've got our running board and we're going to set it onto our brackets. Now these do have threaded inserts on the bottom and back side of them, so we're going to line this up with the holes on our brackets. I'll hold that in place. Then we're going to get our provided combo bolts in, and we're just going to throw one in right now for safety purposes. Line this first one up, we'll get it hand tight. And we'll get around and install all of our provided combo bolts. So now we're going to get our other combo bolt in the back side of our bracket. Now this one is a little bit tricky at first. I'm going to have to just work it into place. Just work it in until you get it started. Then once you've got your combo bolts in your first bracket, you can do the same thing for the other two brackets. Then we'll come back and tighten everything down. All right, so now we're gonna come back and tighten up all of our hardware. Now we're gonna start with our support bracket on our pinch weld. So we're gonna grab our 10 mil socket on our ratchet and a 10 millimeter wrench. We're gonna hold these nice and centered. Get both of these tight. Once we get those tight, we're going to tighten down our through bolt for our support bracket. So we'll need our 16 millimeter wrench and our 16 mil socket on our impact. After that, we'll come in and tighten down our main bracket bolt. So we'll grab our 13 millimeter socket on our impact. And we can come down to our combo bolts on our running board. So we'll use our 13 mil socket on our impact for this one. And for the back side one, we're going to need a 13 millimeter ratchet wrench. We'll get our ratchet wrench in. Now once we have this bracket fully tightened down, we're going to do the same thing for the other two brackets. Alrighty folks, that about wraps up our review and install of our RedRock 4-inch Drop TC1 Running Boards in textured black finish for your 18 to current Jeep Wrangler JL 4-door. Thank you for watching, and as always, for everything Wrangler, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.